Do any of you have what we call special interests? For example, I bet some of you are interested in political or social issues, especially these days. I bet some of you like to go hunting or fishing. Some of you may like to sew or cook. Some of you would like to maybe work with your hands or play music. And maybe some of you just like to kick back and have a nice glass of wine and a good cigar. Whatever it is, we all have interests that are special to us. Some of us even have special interests concerning our faith. We see ourselves as occupying a special niche in our faith. I did a little brainstorming, which sometimes is a little dangerous. There is, for example, 10 Commandment Christians who put signs listing the commandments in their front yards. There are John 3:16 Christians who are concerned about individual salvation. Acts chapter 2 Christians who have a special interest in speaking in tongues. Micah 6:8 Christians who emphasize doing justice. Matthew 25 Christians who believe we should be feeding the hungry, giving water to the thirsty, welcoming the stranger, clothing the naked, and visiting the prisoner. There is a wide variety of special interest Christians. There is a niche group for everyone, it seems. One special interest group that is grossly underrepresented is the Beatitude Christians. There just doesn't seem to be very many Christians who are very enthusiastic about what Jesus had to say in Matthew 5, today's gospel reading. Kurt Vonnegut, the author, says, "For some reason, the most vocal Christians among us never mention the Beatitudes, but often with tears in their eyes, they demand that the 10 Commandments be posted in public buildings. And of course, that's Moses, not Jesus. I haven't heard any of them demand that the Sermon on the Mount or the Beatitudes be posted anywhere. Blessed are the merciful in a courtroom. Blessed are the peacemakers in the Pentagon. Give me a break." Well, there is a special interest Christian group, or should be, that is relatively close to the Beatitude Christians. I'm going to call them the blessers. These are Christians who love to bless things, as Jesus does in the Beatitudes. In Kentucky, where I have lived for many, many years, you can often hear people say, "Why, bless your little heart." Although I don't think the intent of that saying is to actually bless someone, if you know what I mean. Some people are really all about blessings. For instance, there are those who like to offer a blessing before meals, those who like to bless people or pets, and those who simply like to put their hands up in the air and bless someone or something. Offering a blessing is subtly powerful because it doesn't try to control or manipulate the object. It's the kind of power that says, "I want what's best for you and not me." Offering a blessing is the most selfless form of power in the world. When Jesus began his ministry, he was totally aware of his blessing-rich tradition. He knew the inherent power of offering a blessing. But he also knew how easy it is for human beings to take something as simple and as good as a blessing and distort it beyond its original purpose. He knew how how easy it is to be misunderstood. What it really means to be blessed. He knew, for example, that most people feel blessed when good things are happening to them, when they feel fortunate, or even when they're favored by God. Blessings are often identified with an abundance of material things or even with good luck. But what about those who don't look or feel blessed? Is it impossible to bless the unblessed? I believe this is the special interest group Jesus would like us to join. As Beatitude Christians, he would like us to be blessers of the unblessed. When Jesus saw the unblessed crowds following him one day, he decided to walk up the hillside, perhaps to get a little distance from them, to take a break from the rigors of ministry. His disciples caught up with him, hungry for his words that always dripped with wisdom and inspiration. This time, not like other times, he began with words that must have startled them. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. The disciples knew he was talking about the crowd of poor, dirty, hungry peasants that surrounded them on the hillside. Surely they are not blessed, are they? It's more like they were cursed. But he continues, blessed are those who mourn. Blessed are the meek. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. How are those people blessed? He then blesses the pure of heart, which is really weird, because the cursed are never pure of heart. That's why they're cursed in the first place. He blesses the peacemakers, those who are in the midst of conflict and violence, which also implies that they are cursed as well. Finally, he blesses the persecuted. Must I say more? So here's the deal. We all have our special interests. You might be a coin collector, an animal lover, an advocate to special needs children. You might be a John 3:16 evangelical or a Luke 4 social justice activist. But after today, I hope you will add to your list of special interests. Blesser of the unblessed. Amen.